Hey Scorpio, welcome to my channel, welcome to my space. Thank you so much for being here. This is going to be your September 2023 messages. These are general messages. I will do the best that I can to cover all bases: relationships, money, finances, spirituality, what have you. We do have 7 planets in retrograde this summer, all the way up until the month of November. They all should start going direct by the time we hit November. Okay, so we also, as I'm giving you guys this reading, we are approaching, within the next 24 hours, we are approaching, in the month of August, the end of August, a blue moon in Pisces. So, okay, by the time you guys see this reading, the blue moon in Pisces will have already passed, but you guys may still be feeling those energies at this time when you guys are listening to this in September, because I am giving these readings, I'm starting out these readings in like the end of August. Okay, let's go ahead, Scorpio, and jump into your reading. For those of you who may have missed your August general messages, it's because I took a break. I felt very, very overwhelmed with work and life and all of these things and my career. It was just a lot going on, and I did not want to bring that heavy energy into your videos, into these messages for you guys. But I feel better now. Okay, I feel like all of us are kind of feeling a little bit mucky mentally, but that's okay. This is a time of great transformation, reevaluation, readjustments, organizing, cleaning house, having a change of heart with the things that with just the things that we're interested in, with all of our interests. You know, there are some things that we have been interested in, right, for the past decade, and now as we experience these retrogrades and this Pisces blue moon, we actually realize now that we're not really into those things anymore. And maybe there are some things a few years ago, maybe for most of our lives, we weren't interested in, and we were just like, no, that's not for me. But now we're just like, actually, I want to give that a try. You know, like there's a lot of changes happening. There's a lot of weird, rare things happening, and we just have to be open to it. That's what I'm gonna say about that, y'all. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Scorpio, sun and rising signs. Hopefully my camera stays on, because it has been just cutting off randomly. It's really annoying, but we're just gonna keep on rolling and doing the best that we can. If it cuts off, I'm just gonna turn it back on, because it still works after I turn it back on. I don't know if it's my memory card. I don't know what it is, but it's really, really annoying. But it hasn't cut off yet. It hasn't cut off yet. I was able to get through Taurus's reading without it cutting off. Let's hope that it gets through your reading without cutting off. All right, guys, happy retrograde season. Happy blue moon in Pisces. Let's see, Scorpio. I am going to pull 4 oracle messages for your overall energies in the month of September, and any insight that the universe has in store for you in the month of September. I will be reading them intuitively as well as looking at the cards and taking some symbolism from them as well. I will be pulling 4 tarot messages and clarifying that, and I will pull 1 other oracle message for what type of energies the universe wants you to close the month of September with. What I want you to close September out with, okay, but as you move into October. So let's go ahead and see, you guys. Let's see Scorpio, sun and rising signs. Spirit guides for Scorpio, sun and rising signs. What messages do you guys have for them? Messages of insight, guidance, and encouragement, and what they might be dealing with in the month of September 2023. The month of September 2023. Let's see here, you guys, for Scorpio, sun and rising signs. My nose is already starting to itch, y'all. It hasn't been itching all day. So there's something coming out here for you guys, or maybe there is someone here who needs to hear this. Scorpio, sun and rising signs for the month of September 2023. Spirit guides, 4 cards from the top of the deck. Let's see. Ooh, my nose is really itching all of a sudden, y'all. We have a time to give rather than take. Who got this? Virgo. Virgo actually got this. A new moon in Virgo. There is a new moon in Virgo coming up, actually, because we are in Virgo season. Every new moon welcomes a new season, or a new season welcomes a new moon. We have it's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. Virgo also got this. I think also Taurus got this one as well. My nose is itching, y'all. I don't know what's happening. I don't gotta sneeze or nothing. It's just itching. Your hard work is paying off. Okay. Taurus also got this one. That is your sister sign. And then we have meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. You guys have a lot of new moon energy here, Scorpio, sun and rising signs. And to me, that says that there's some things in your subconscious, some things in the darker part of yourselves, your shadow selves, that needs to be addressed. Or is being addressed. I'm not saying that, I don't want to make it sound like I'm just like, you know, scolding you guys or anything. But if this is advice the universe is saying, there's something in your subconscious here, Scorpio. Maybe you're aware of this. Maybe you already know, like, you know, some of you guys have been through a lot. You've been through so much. And this is for your sun and rising signs, okay? Some of you guys have Pisces or Capricorn. Maybe you have a Scorpio moon as well, or you have a Virgo moon. But either way, you have some wounds. You have some darkness. And some things that you may keep to yourself, or some things you don't talk about that need to be expressed either through therapy, to a minister, to a tarot reader, or, you know, a psychic, whatever, whoever it is that you see fit to help you through this. There are some things deep down inside that need to be talked about. And it does say meditate and contemplate. So this is definitely something that's something deep down inside that only meditation and contemplating and spending some time on your own, really getting down to the nitty-gritty about this. There are those of you have put in a lot of work. You've been busting your asses. You guys really have been, you've been work. Actually, no, Taurus did not get this card. They got the full moon in Capricorn card, which is a different card. You guys got the new moon in Capricorn. So it seems like whatever work you have been putting in, Scorpio, sorry y'all, I'm like getting all these distractions. I don't need distractions. Okay. Some of you guys have just been work. And when I see it's a time to give rather than take, Scorpio, there's something you got to give up. There's something you have to sacrifice. And I have a feeling it's your fear of something. If this is a relationship, you expect more from your partner because of I feel like there's some trust issues here. And you are kind of putting it on them. Because this can be a brand new person. This can be somebody after a really bad breakup with an ex years ago, or recently, you know, maybe in the past 2 years. And in your mind, Scorpio, sun and rising signs, you may feel like, well, you need to prove stuff to me. You know, you need to prove this, and that to me, because I don't trust nobody, because y'all are Scorpios. And I feel like a lot of Scorpios, because I know Scorpios in my life. Y'all don't trust nobody. Okay. When you've been hurt and when y'all don't trust nobody, you know, and I feel like that is a coping mechanism to some degree, obviously. But I also feel that Scorpios, you know, you guys are very sweet. You guys are very giving. And that's why when someone burns you, you're just like, I'm like, I can't trust nobody now because I just wasted my time, right? And that's understandable. But if this is a relationship, you guys need to understand, like, you don't have anything to worry about. It says your hard work is paying off. So there's nothing for you to worry about. The universe is literally confirming to you that you've been doing great, and it's rewarding you. You've cycled out this karmic cycle here. If this is a romantic relationship, if this is a job, it's the same thing. You're still expecting the universe to give to you to prove that you don't have anything to worry about, to prove that everything is okay. But the universe is like, well, you kind of got to give us something too. We ain't over here working for free. You know what I mean? And like, that's, you know, to me, that's how I see spirits. You know what I mean? That's how I see the gods and goddesses that I work with. They don't just be working for free. You know, they're here to help us, but in return, we have to actually take their help and pay it forward in our lives, right? So if Scorpio, I'm just saying, like, if you're sitting up here, you got trust issues, which I said is, like I said, is completely understandable. But if you're expecting the universe, God, your whatever, the universe, life to give to you, to prove to you that you ain't got nothing to worry about, at some point they're going to be like, okay, like, you know, you got to give us something too. Like, we've been doing our work. We've been showing up. We've been doing what we're supposed to do. What about you, Scorpio? You know, if this is a relationship or some friendships that you have and they're new, or things are improving and you're just kind of like, you know, you're waiting for that shoe to drop. You're waiting for something to go wrong. The universe is like, don't do that. Like, don't do that. I didn't even look at the bottom of the deck, y'all. Let me see. Okay, so you have the full moon in Taurus. There's your sister sign again. And it says, your dreams need a practical plan. So again, it's like, you know, some of you guys may be dealing with, you know, your hopes and dreams. You have these ideas and you're, you know, you got to understand, like, it, you know, you got to spend money to get what you want. You got to take money to make money. If you're expecting something to improve in your life, especially if it's a job or a relationship, you may have to move. You may have to, you know, work a little bit harder to get up to climb that ladder. You know, if you want that raise, you gotta, you know, maybe there's some experience that you need before they can expect you to move to another position and get that raise, you know, depending on how the raise is given or that promotion is given. There are some things you may be, excuse me, I'm sorry, y'all. There may be a situation where you're so comfortable, you become comfortable, or you've been so afraid to leave that situation because you're afraid of being hurt again. You're afraid of leaving because you feel, you know, like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, why would I leave? Everything's fine. But the universe is like, well, if you want things to change, if you're complaining about certain things in a certain situation, here are some things that you need to do. And it's more of a practical step forward, and you have to be willing to take that practical step, Scorpio. Am I making sense? If you want things to improve, take the necessary steps for them to improve. Don't just complain and say, well, this needs to change. Well, what are you doing to facilitate the change? And this is where the meditation and contemplation comes in, where you just need to kind of sit with yourself. Some of y'all, if you guys are just sitting with yourselves, but you're sitting in, you know, anger or resentment or frustration, or you're tired, that's the only time you really have time to yourself, is when because you're tired from working and you're just sleeping a lot of the time, you know, whatever's going on, you know. Or if you're sitting with yourself and you're just thinking about the negative, you're beating yourself up. I also see spending time in nature too. I also see goddess energy with the Virgo energy here, the feminine. And Scorpio, you really, whether you're male or female, you really need to take care of yourself and really feel good about it. Don't just do it as it's like it's a task. It's like, well, I gotta go get my nails done today, or I gotta go, you know, it's like, no, do something really nice for yourself. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and pull some tarot, you guys. Let's dig a little bit deeper with this. So there's only one full moon card that you have here in your reading so far, and it says release negativity. It's time to release negativity. So it seems like when it comes to what you need to give in order to receive, when it comes to the hard work, when it comes to the meditation and things like that, that is you cultivating yourself for growth and success. That is you pulling yourself back and realizing, what is it that I need to give? What is it that I need to sacrifice? You know, how can I give myself more credit for the things that I've done, the good things, you know, that I've done, the hard work that I've put in? But as far as the full moon energy, it's like the universe is like, you already know what you need to release. You already know that. You already are full aware of that. You already know what you need to sacrifice. It's just how to get there. You know, you may be questioning, well, I know what I need to let go of. I know, I see my blockages. I see my stubbornness. I see the things that are holding me back. But the universe is like, okay, well, we need to help you understand how to get to that point of motivating yourself to actually release these things. Does that make sense? So let's see. Let's see a little bit more into what the universe is trying to tell you at this time for the month of September 2023. Let's dig a little bit deeper into these messages here. For Scorpio, Sun and Rising sign, Spirit guides. What more can you tell us about these oracle messages for Scorpio, Sun and Rising signs for the month of September 2023? Let's see, y'all. Also, for those of you who are interested in the cards that I'm using, they will be listed in the description box below. Scorpio, Sun and Rising signs. All right, so yes, you have pleasure, you have the Six of Cups, you have the universe, that's the world, there's Capricorn, there's Taurus, Leo, that's you, Scorpio, and Aquarius. But this is also representing Jupiter and Capricorn energy as well. We have the Fool, and then we have the Eight of Cups. Yeah, so it's time to move on, Scorpio. There's nothing more for you to hold on to. Who am I saying this to? It's Pisces? I feel like everybody's going to have kind of the same theme at this time. You know what I mean? Three of Cups. Yeah, so we have abundance here. But I also see the Three of Cups as healing. So Scorpio, with the Six of Cups for pleasure, you know, you're enjoying yourself. I feel like there are those of you who are enjoying yourself. Reminiscing on the past, some of you. Okay, so there is something with the past here. There's someone from your past that you're really thinking about at this time, or you're just kind of feeling nostalgic. Maybe getting in touch with your inner child. Okay, maybe connecting with your children or your child if you guys are parents. You know, really getting in contact with who you were when you were a child, what you liked, and kind of like tapping into that even now for those of you, you know, as an adult. And then we have the World card. So there is a cycle. There is something that is cycling out. I also see expansion here. So Scorpio, there are those of you need to start traveling more. You need to make new friends. You need to make new friends. If you are making new friends and you are expanding yourself, you need to get rid of the trust issues, okay? The people who hurt you in your past, the people who may be still hurting you, they gotta go. Or you need to have a very stern conversation with them and let them know you need to back up. Okay? Like, I don't need you messing with me all the time. You ain't got nothing else better to do? Do something else. Go bother somebody else. You know what I mean? But if you're trying to expand your life, if you want to travel more and you're, you know, for those of you who are like, I just want better friends, go find some better friends. Start attracting, start manifesting better friends. It all starts inside of you. You have to let go of your past, Scorpio. You have to let go of this comfort that you're so used to in your life, because some people are comfortable being miserable sometimes, and you don't realize that. Sometimes you're just comfortable and you're just afraid to leave because you're scared to leave what you know. But how can you know something else or know anyone else and get to know them deeply if you don't leave, you know, the old stuff? Right? It's almost like somebody turning, you know, 70, 80, whatever, you know, they're in their old years and they're still trying to, you know, live that young life. It's like, you know, it's okay to age gracefully and be healthy and lively and youthful, but it's like there comes a point where the youth is gone. You know, once you hit a certain decade in your life, the other decade is bye-bye. There's no more. When you're 20 something and you're having fun, you're making mistakes, you know, you have the friends that you love in college or, you know, at work, whatever. Once you hit 30, that's it. There's no more 20-year-old nothing. You know, it's time to start maturing a little bit each decade of your life. So I do see this expansion here. I see that as a very positive thing for you, Scorpio. I do see that there are some of you guys, if you're trying to expand yourself and connect with more people on social media maybe, or on the internet, if you're not like necessarily physically traveling, I do see this as a good time for you to do that. If you have a hobby that you want other people to see, you want other people in the world to see that you have a certain talent, put yourself out there. Okay, if you want to travel to visit family that you haven't seen in a while, maybe you've been afraid to travel, or if you're, you know, whatever it is that you're afraid to do, if there's someone who's kind of holding you back and making you feel like you got to just stay in a square box, they're not worth your time. Okay? Now, but I also see this as this is a cycle that needs to cycle out. It needs to be done. Then we have the Fool card. Okay, this is taking that leap of faith. You are protected. There's Leo right there with that tiger. Okay, you're protected. We also have Leo with the sun. Okay, yeah, there's a sun card. You have a butterfly, you have a crocodile. Like, this is just abundance. Like, this is what you don't see. You don't see the abundance. You don't see that you are protected, Scorpio. You don't have anything to worry about. So why are you letting your trust issues dictate what you do anymore? Because you have the 8 of Cups. So it's time to move on. There's nothing more to see. There's nothing more to do. Move on. These cups at some point were nice and shiny and filled to the brim for you. But now they're cracked. Now they're, they're worn. They're rusty. It's time to find some new cups. Time to find some new relationships, some new love here. And others of you, you have walked away from an old love. You are in a new love right now, if this is romance or if this is new love with friendship. If you're already experiencing that right now, you may have a bit of disappointment in yourself because you just feel like, I still can't really trust. I'm still looking for more more proof that I'm not going to be hurt. And you just got to let it go. You just got to let it go, Scorpio. You gotta let it go. If you want to live a fulfilling life with someone, or you just want to live a fulfilling life with some new friends, okay, in a new environment, with a new job or a new career, you have to expand. And it's interesting, I also see the snake here. That is you in the World card. This woman is, dancing with this snake here. I also see that as you shedding old skin. As snakes get bigger, their skin can't go with them. They got to shed that skin and create new skin, okay? So let's go ahead and clarify these cards for you guys, Scorpio, Sun, and Rising signs for September 2023. I do see this as a beautiful time for you if you take heed to this, Scorpio, okay? Scorpio, Sun and Rising signs for September 2023, Spirit Guide. Let's see, we're just clarifying these cards for Scorpio, Sun and Rising signs. Okay, yeah, so we have the 9 of Wands. That is strength. That's Leo. There's that Sun energy again. 2 signs of the Sun. We have the Princess of Discs. This is Taurus. Yes. Expansion, learning new things. Educating yourself. Learning life's lessons. You have the 3 of Cups again. There we go. Again. Healing, abundance. You do not see this 3 of Cups when you take that leap of faith, because this is clarifying the Fool. The 3 of Cups is clarifying the Fool, Scorpio. So that means that you do not see what's coming. You don't see, and you have these grapes here. Whenever, like, grapes are like abundance, right? It's just that beautiful abundance, that pleasure, that abundant energy. So Scorpio, you don't see what's ahead of you. You think you know what's ahead of you, but how can you base the future from what happened to you in the past? If you want something new in your future, how can you just base that on your past and be like, there's nothing there for me because of what happened? It doesn't make any sense, right? There's always something new in the past. In the future. The past, yes, comes to haunt us, but it doesn't belong in the future. Anybody from your past who is going to live with you or coexist with you in the future, they have to also be renewed and improved in order to exist in your future. They can't be living like their past selves. There's just no way. It doesn't make sense. And then we have the 4 of Wands of completion. Yeah. It's Aries energy. So some of you guys are dealing with the Aries, a Leo, Capricorn, the fixed signs, Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, and Taurus. There's a lot of Leo here. So the 2 wands that I see here, this is showing me here, Scorpio, that it's time to take action. And I know that a lot of people feel like during retrogrades, like you shouldn't take action, you should, because they get scared, right? But this is the time to take the right action. It's about the type of action that you're taking. Not action based on fear and resentment and frustration and anger, right? Or distrust. This is time to take action from surrendering taking action from love, taking action from respecting yourself, taking that leap of faith, having trust in yourself and in the universe that what you deserve will be granted to you. You've been doing the work. It shows that you've been doing a lot of work here, Scorpio. Okay? Or you want to do the work. The universe is literally confirming to you, you do the work, it will pay off. It's just how it works here in the universe, in our universe. Okay? Bottom of the deck, we have the Lovers. That is Gemini energy. Some of you guys could be dealing with the Gemini. We also have Scorpio and Leo in this card as well. I also see the Hermit symbol of the snake and the egg. So there is the presence, the echoing presence of Virgo. So some of you guys are dealing with a Virgo. Definitely. Okay. Or this is just representing Virgo season. If this is, again, y'all, if this is about your relationships, this is, you know, I could say that this is about work and a job and things like that, but I get the sense that your job is okay. You know, whatever is needing to be improved in this relationship sector, when you improve this and you let go of this fear of being hurt, Scorpio, Sun and Rising signs, if you are being hurt currently, and you're not standing up for yourself, because what are you afraid of? Put this person in their place. If you're afraid, well, my marriage is going to fail, or this person may not want to be with me anymore if I really let them have it, so be it. So be it. Somebody, I also get the sense that some of you guys, Scorpio, you need to let somebody close to you, if you're married, or if this is a close friend or a family member, you may need to really put them in their place and help them, like let them know, this is unacceptable. I don't deserve this. I deserve better than this. This is not what I want from you. This is what I want. You need to be clear about what you want. And if you're not doing that, that's what's blocking you at this time. What are you afraid of, Scorpio? But others of you, if you are being loved at this time, you are getting the respect that you deserve, but you're still holding back your love from this person because of trust issues. You need to work through that. Okay, only you can. These people or this person can't force you to care about them or to show that you care. They can't, you know, swish a wand and your trust issues are gone. No. That's for you to deal with, right? If this is someone, like, especially if this is someone who has nothing to do with your past, and this is a fairly new person in your life, you know, that's not their burden to bear. That's up to you to get rid of, right? All right, so let's go ahead and pull one more oracle message for you guys, Scorpio, Sun and Rising signs, for the month of September, and what the universe wants you to close the month of September out with. So let's see, Scorpio, Sun and Rising signs for September 2023, and what the universe wants you to close this month out with. Scorpio, Sun, Rising, Sun, Spirit guides for September, the end of September to October energies. Let's see. I think this is Charoite or Charoite. I'm sorry, it's a purple stone. That's a beautiful stone to get. And it says spiritual protection. Like I said, you're protected, Scorpio. And it says you are being watched over and protected physically, emotionally, and energetically. You are being watched over and protected physically, emotionally, and energetically. Don't be afraid, Scorpio. The universe has got your back. But it needs you to trust in its power. Trust in the mysteries of the universe. Trust that you deserve better, and better will be granted to you. So as long as you do the inner work, as much as you do the outer work. All right, Scorpio. Much love and light to all of you. I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you guys in your next reading. Bye, Scorpio.